Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube. Happy July 29th, 2021. Today is the National. Well, it's really officially going on right now. It's Thursday. National's in full swing. It started, I think, officially yesterday. But lots of national stuff. Just national. Just one national, not plural, not nationals. Well, let me first of all start off by saying I apologize for the technical difficulties today. At my house last night, we had a massive storm come by, knocked out the power and the internet. So my internet is down. I'm using my cell phone right now to stream this, and I know that's probably not going to be the best. So we're going to probably keep this a little short. Hopefully the content even comes in, and hopefully you guys can listen to and see what I'm putting out. So I do appreciate everybody who does stop by and watch the show in the morning. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to get more. We're here every day. It's Sports Cards Daily. You don't even have to subscribe because you know what? I'll be back tomorrow, and you can come by if you want to. So it's up to you. What's up there, sir? Good to see you. New person in the channel there. So let me go ahead and just quickly start. Let's see. Sports-wise, I don't recall any major sports news yesterday. Trade rumors. I'll be honest, last night was a busy night for me. Didn't catch up with the Olympics. Don't know any Olympic news. Good morning, Simon. So we're just going to really jump into national news. I think national is really the main focus today. I will hit on some market stuff. I will show you some other videos that I thought were pretty interesting today. And we'll talk about what's coming up, man. There's a lot of things coming up today. So let me start by sharing screen. All right. Let's start. Oop, that's not where I want to start. Let's start here. Boop, here we go. Just with market indices. Only reason I bring this up again, just to kind of let you see what's green and what's red and what's going up and what's going down. What I don't understand is why is Giannis down again? Like, are people just cashing out on him? Like they got in, like I'm just make a few $100 and get out? Really surprises me. Luka's strong, though. Been getting some strength. And I'm curious. I'll tell you, I've said this yesterday. I really would like to watch Luka play basketball in the Olympics. And it seems like it's very difficult to watch live basketball, let alone of foreign countries basketball. So let me say I think NBC did a terrible job on broadcasting. You should be able to watch any show. I mean, it's 2021. I should be able to watch any Olympic event I want live. Another one I'd like to have seen that I never saw was I want to see that American chick win the Taekwondo gold. I mean, that's pretty cool. First woman, I think, in American history to win the gold there. Only get a clip of it. You don't get the story. And if you get the story, it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. Let's go ahead here and jump into the news. I thought this was a pretty good video, guys. If you go over to Sports Collectors Daily, and again, because of bandwidth issues, I'm not going to play a lot of this, but this is pretty cool. It shows people running in, and let me just say something. Do you know what they're running for? I'll come back to that in a second, but let me just point out, I don't think the people at the sports card conference went to the National to buy cards. I think they went there to get their cards graded. I jokingly say that because I'll show you a line in a little bit if I can on video, but apparently PSA line for grading, which is $250 a card, was so long. Like it just wrapped around. They were showing a video wrapping around. I think I saw a post saying they've sold out 80% of their supplies in order to grade, and they've suspended service at the National. So again, what I'll say this, look, PSA is a great brand, man. It really is, and a great business. They are a powerhouse in making money, man. I wish I had some stock in it right now because they sat there and they said, look, dude, we need to be at National. Don't worry about grading the cards in here. We've already got those suckers money. And shouldn't say that. We've already got those hobbyists money. Let's go to the National and get some more. Oh, yeah, and let's charge $250. Let's see if they can show up. That should deter the line. That'll keep things in check. Maybe they'll raise prices. Maybe they'll come out on Thursday and go, prices are now $450 a card. I mean, it just blows my mind. Most of these people even said we're in there really rushing, right? Many who came directly to the grading and authentication companies. Isn't that crazy? And I kind of understand why. Like for $200, you send your card away and it might come back in a month or 2 months. For $250, I think you get it the same day. So I kind of understand. Another great stories here. My internet's working here. Some other great articles and stories here. This one about a guy who sells a box of, or buys a box of the Jordan. I think he bought it. Jordan memories from the National. Dave and Jeff go to White Castle. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've heard from White Castle. And I'm not going to click into these. I'm encouraging you to go out and check and read them. But I heard so many stories from the Hobby Palooza guys talking about White Castle. It's funny. I haven't had White Castle, God, in a long time. It's probably been 10 years. Remember, what was it? Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Anybody remember that? I remember I think there's a Crystal Burgers down south as well. To me, White Castle is the place to be for after you go on late night drinking. Those little sponges suck up alcohol like you're awesome, man. Anyway, a lot of good stories here, a lot of good content on this, and we're going to get a lot more of that, right? We kind of expected that. So I will share a few videos. Let's go ahead and jump into the next video. I thought this was an interesting video because I watched Baseball Collector. I watched those back pages, and then I watched this morning early on, the recap. And the one thing I've realized, it's the younger generation that's definitely more into the plays and the fun of the chase of the money. Definitely more. Where you listen to the Baseball Card Collector and his group of guys, they're talking about the cards they're building for their collection. It's funny. It's an interesting perspective into both worlds. And one of the things I wondered to myself is, there's no doubt in my mind, Mike from Baseball Card Collector is going to collect cards to the day he dies. I mean, he loves cards. I love that. Those back pages, these guys are dedicated. Were they the same when they were this young, when they were as young as these gentlemen here? Were they? I just wonder. And I also wonder if these gentlemen would switch over if something new and shiny and a new bead came across. I mean, how much? I don't know. It's interesting because, again, all their conversation, like one of the conversations was, look, I didn't buy enough soccer, so I'm going to go out and buy soccer from other people so I can bring it back to my booth and sell it to my booth. Which basically means you don't really care about soccer. You just want to sell soccer cards, which I understand. It just was interesting perspective for me to hear. I would be like, why would I want to pick up my stuff sold out? Great, I did my job, right? I don't know. I do like the Card Talk guys. I also listened to a little short conversation with Ryan here and Sasha T last night. It's called the I Agree video. I'm just joking, but in the video, and you'll see the comments, I think Sasha T says I agree a lot. He just kind of listens and agrees. But it's a good video because you get a good perspective too of guys who are talking about the business. In fact, one thing that I found interesting is Sasha T says that because of his channel, now he can't go negotiate like he used to. I would have thought he'd be an advantage at your Sasha T, and people know who you are. But he was saying it's not as easy now. People are harder on him, which I thought was an interesting perspective. I don't know that. Here's an interesting story. This is not national related, but I wanted to bring this to your attention because I thought it was kind of an oh my goodness. And really, when we think about it, it's not a huge deal, but Joe Montana uses AutoPen for fan mail. Does anybody care? I mean, I think if you're doing fan mail, you're probably doing through the mail to get a card because you want it for your PC and it's something you're going to keep, and that's probably fine. But I wonder how many people are doing this and then they're selling it or they're repacking it as a real authentic autograph. I mean, I didn't know this. And also wonder how much it affects the value. I mean, I believe as a collector, it affects the value hugely. I mean, right, part of the reason people want an autograph is it's basically presence, proof of presence, right? It's proof that that human being was present when that autograph took place. If an auto pen's doing it, he's not present, right? We'll go back to national in a minute. Another good video, again, I just want to bring attention to that I really liked yesterday was Glorious P broke down gem rate, their gem rate numbers. And I think I talked to you about gem rate before, but you can go to gemrate.com and they put all this information together on PSA. I think it's primarily PSA, but this is a really good one. It shows you the most graded card sets in 2021. Panini Prism should be no shocker. Panini Mosaic is a shocker, and Panini Chronicles. I mean, I'll be right honest there. Prism will hold its value. Mosaic, in my opinion, will not. And Chronicles, that's a death wish. I mean, those are dirt cheap cards anyway. I see a slow slab on them. We'll see how those go. The other one that was a big, I thought was interesting was Pokemon. In fact, in one of the previous points in this video, he talks about how the Pokemon, I think, is third overall. I think it was basketball cards, baseball cards, and Pokemon cards in what order of stuff was graded. And you know, I'll just say it's Pokemon strong at least in the collector's world. I'm strong in the market value, right? But it's got a lot of people who are interested in it, so I'm not surprised. And it wasn't just baseball cards that shut down the PSA. Can you believe they closed down again? That's funny. Okay. So this video is those back pages. Again, really great video, collecting video. I just want you to know, it looks like those back pages is having a party at his suite. I'm just kidding. Don't do that to him. But he shows you, starts his video by showing you, the man's got an awesome suite at the Hyatt. The two flights where he's got the bedroom stairs, and you come down the drunk stairs, or you don't want to go down drunk, and then you got the main level there. And he's talking to some other people in there. So I really enjoyed this video. Very good video. Big fan of those back pages. So if you haven't already, go ahead, check them out. Another quick thing I want to bring to your attention. Let me hit this real quickly. I want to, which one did I want to go to? Let's go to Well, that's refreshing because my internet's slow. I want to talk about this blog article that came out yesterday. This is pretty interesting. And I'm wondering how this will be received. So we know that Select went retail this year, or Select football. And, a lot of people were excited about it. When it first came out, it was very expensive. I want to say like $150 for a blaster, right? It's now, I think, around $60 a blaster, maybe. Another thing was in football, we realized that football was shiny. I think if you open the blaster box, you got more shiny or prism parallels than you got base cards, right? I mean, the base cards were kind of dull, but it just was a shiny product. Lots of silver, some numbered cards, some autos, very, very shiny retail. Well, look what they've done with basketball. And I'm wondering your thoughts on this. Because it says, Select basketball retail will give collectors the blues in a good way. I don't know. I'm wearing my Panini hat. I'm a big fan of Panini NFTs, but I think this sucks. I mean, basically what they did here is every base card has got this blue shiny high gloss. So does that make... My first thought is, so lazy Panini, why don't you do this with every damn card? Why do you make any base cards that are crappy? Why don't you make every card shiny? Right? Why are you doing that? And second thing is, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? How do you think people are going to accept this? Like every base card is this cool blue color. I mean, the Luka's pretty cool. I mean, even this one's cool because it's got him in a blue jersey, right? Blue jersey on blue. And this is blue on blue. It's like they picked where they could blue it. It's an interesting set. Look at all the blue on blue. Now, again, that's not blue on blue, but still there's a lot of, and these are just the base cards, guys. These are just the base cards. So a couple of things I tell you about this too is that, what are these? I don't believe the zebras will be as plentiful in basketball as they are in the football. I don't think zebras at all are going to be in retail. They do talk about, I think these retail should start hitting the market in about 2 weeks. Now, this will cause, in my opinion, a boom or rush in the retail market because people will run out to get this stuff, man. We love basketball products. We love Prism. We love Optic. So this will sell, and it'll sell fast, and it'll probably have a great value. I'm wondering, though, is this a good thing? Is this a good thing? I don't know. I would say I'd love to find a couple boxes in the wild, at retail price, and rip a couple for me and the boys. I think it'd be fun. I even will tell you in the back of my mind, but probably won't happen. This might be a fun base set to collect if they're all blue, but it could also be extremely expensive and hard to do base set to collect. So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention and love to get your feedback. Is this good or is this bad? First of all, I'll just say I think it's bad that there's even a Select or retail basketball, right? I think that's bad, but hey, it is what it is, right? We already did that one. We talked about, there's been no movement here, guys, in the stock market as far as tops. I mean, here's the national, what should be a big event. Like I'll tell you, in other sectors, some of the industry conferences normally give stocks a boost, but there's been really no boost in Tops's stock price, even with the national news, which again, I find surprising. And no activity here from Slam Corp. I think that's about the highlights. I'll come back here. Take a look at some of the other videos that are coming out. Good content. I will tell you guys, there's just a bunch of great stuff out there. GTS Live was on last night. Tops has got some good content coming out. Panini dropped a video yesterday. I have not caught up on that. I'll have to watch that later today. What are some other good videos? There's just so much good national content. There really is. This is a good one. I haven't gotten a chance to finalize about Mojo Sports. Big fan of Mojo Sports and those kids free packs, baby. Brandon's baseball cards, another one I want to catch up with. There's just so much good content out there. It just again, lots of great national content. So if you haven't had a chance, take a look. I'm sure there'll be a lot more coming tonight. And as we get to the weekend, I think they'll just be over flooded. Probably won't be able to keep up with it all. Let me go ahead and pop out of this and see if you've lost my entire audience or not. Again, apologize for the terrible internet connection. Good morning, sir. Hello, welcome. Morning, Simon. Good morning, John. Good morning, Michael. Dude, I hope you're having a great time. I loved your video yesterday. Can't wait to hear more and more about what's going on national. I don't know. I think you posted 2 videos. I think I've watched one of the 2, but I'm very much looking forward to it, man. Yeah, I saw that. PSA suspended service. Isn't that funny? I mean, now they're going to jack prices up at the national. Hey, why not, man? Make it $450. Who cares? They'll do it. It's sad. It's sad. I don't know what to say. Here's what I also wonder. With all this going on, why aren't PSA 9s and 8s worth more? Because clearly they're hard. They're hard. Are they hard to get? I don't know, because there's millions of them. I don't know. But you take a lot of time to get them back. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, double coverage. I'm doing well, sir. Double coverage, the guys down in Australia on the other side of the world. Man, guys, thanks for being here. It's got to be late for you, early for me. I would say I was listening to your channel yesterday. Again, I love your content, guys. I love your content. I was listening and I was learning about, I think it was some Australian sports you were talking about in the beginning. Big fan of the channel. True Blue, if they are still off-centered with print lines. That's probably possible. But again, think about that. That's a big move in my opinion. And I'm also surprised why they do that. Here's another thought. Are the hobby box base cards base or are they shiny blue? Right? And that's kind of a question because if they're just base without the shine, isn't that kind of interesting? Like it's almost like devalues the hobby. I don't even know. So many questions, so few answers. See that Vegas Dave and Avestacard Eddie video. I did see that, Adam Rose. I did. I talked about it yesterday. Or did I talk about it Dave? I did talk about it recently. It's an interesting video, interesting perception. I mean, everybody's got an opinion on Vegas Dave. I like his content. I don't agree with everything he says. In fact, I like a lot of people's content. I like people that I don't like. I enjoy their content because I like to listen to their perspective. I appreciate other people's perspectives. I don't agree with them all, but I love to listen to people and kind of get their ideas. So my takeaway from that video was there definitely was there's a lot of control in that Jordan world, right? I mean, Golden talked about he had a lot of the cars and he decided which ones to put on auction, right? I'll just say this again. I think it's interesting. I think for if you look at the hobby world, let's say, 99% of the people are never going to buy a card of, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hobby, right? We're just not. We just watch it and talk about it. Like, oh, you see what happened there, the Jordan? Oh, you see what happened there, the Luka? See what happened there with Mahomes? But it doesn't really impact our day-to-day world. There is obviously some, indirect impacts, these big sales we believe are going to lift the market up. But I will also say this, as much energy and as much people are so excited about the National and so excited about the people and so excited about selling, I still think we're firmly in a correction. And again, I'll just go back to the fundamentals of supply and demand. There's way too much supply and not enough demand. Good day, champ. Good day, Global. Global, I'm sure you follow double coverage, right? You guys follow? Because I think Global's down in Australia. Double coverage is Australia. And I know Australia is a big country. So I'm like, you guys know each other? It's when you meet a Canadian, when in America, when you meet a Canadian, you're like, hey, do you know my friend Ben? He lives in Canada too. And the Canadian looks at you and goes, dude, there's like 30 million of us. It's not like we all live in one village. But, that's kind of the American perception. We think all these other countries are like tiny and they all live together. So anyway, tangent. Anyone know how the feeling of the National is? I think from what I've seen, the feeling's very bullish. Again, listen to the Card Talk guys this morning. They talked about how, well, one of them said he sold nothing on day one, which I thought was funny. The other one said he sold a lot of his raw cards on day one. But I also say listening to the baseball card collector, Mike, is that people are accepting offers below sticker. I don't think he's bought anything sticker right now, which I think is good. I think the National buzz will be very strong, right? First of all, you've got the manufacturers there, the people that do business on it. I think it's going to be really, really strong. I just don't think the National is going to change the market and we're going to see prices skyrocket after this, right? I think there's a correction in the behavior in the market, and I think there's just too much product. Like, I think basketball is going to get pummeled again with the Select coming out and Optic coming out. I just don't think that's going to help it. I think it's going to hurt it. And obviously, I do think, again, that the lack of PSA grading has killed or really softened the ability to make money. Because it goes back to, if I spend $1,000 on a box, but I can pull one card out of it that I can grade that can get me back the value or some of the value of that, that's fine. But if I can't grade it, or if it takes a year to grade it, then I can't get back on that box. And I think that's really what the problem is the boxes are so high and grading is so inaccessible. And those two things are what's causing this major, major gap in pricing. Good morning, Ziggy. Dirty South, stay cool today. It is very hot down there in Dirty South. Yeah, I do watch the double coverage voice. Awesome, Global. That's awesome, man. Good morning, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was out yesterday. Did a great video about his live. I did watch part of that. And the favorite thing I loved, Anthony, was your videos where you went around in the booths, you're taking the pictures. Like, you got the rated rookie picture. Those are pretty cool, man. Here's what I tell you to do. NFT it. Like, what you do is you take that picture and you go to the Wax blockchain and you can create an NFT with your picture of you and the rated rookie. And then you can make print runs, right? Anthony's rated rookie, NFTs to 100, right? Or one of one. So just a little side topic, but thought I'd mention that. Just subscribe to double coverage. Awesome, guys. Awesome. And I do mean that. And John, you're from Europe, so I think it's great to get a global perspective, right? I mean, that's one thing. I love watching some of the soccer channels like Vincent with Card Hour. UK, I think it's UK Sports Cards. We just learn a lot. And I also think we learn a lot about culture as well. I think an humbling thing. Like I remember listening to Double Coverage guys talking about their lockdown in Australia compared to the U.S. And I thought it was very interesting because here in the U.S., we're still having issues, okay, because we're so damn free. And we're not really free, but we think we're so free that we don't want to listen. But in other countries, they're doing what they're told or they're being locked down. It's interesting. Side topic. Don't want to go into it. So I will say some other things that I'm looking forward to today. Today's, what's it called? Star Stock is doing that big 64 card box break or whatever on the main stage today. I'm super excited that I'm in that. I did get a spot. I sold some of my Star Stock cards. And I'll tell you this right now, and I'll even say this right now. In the last 3 to 6 months, I have not invested new money into the hobby. I've just been selling and using the selling to redistribute into other things. So I sold off some cards on Star Stock, and I used that to get into the break that's going on today. My spot is at 420 today on the main stage. I'll be watching on the video. Hopefully I win. I want to win the first round. It'd be awesome to make it all the way to the finals and win a box of national treasures. I mean, come on. That's why we play the game, right? We love the gamble, the fair gamble. But super excited about that today. Also, a lot of good content should be coming out. I know Beckett, I think, is doing some stuff live from the floor. I really liked Eric did a video yesterday. A little choppy for me on the audio, but he's walking around and interviewing podcasts. I'm even looking forward to Jeremy getting out and doing some interviewing. So we should see more of that. I'm just really excited to just consume some national content. I will say real quickly in the NFT world today, it's a big day in the NFTs. Top Shot, who's a year old, is releasing their last legendary pack for Series 2. It will be very interesting to see how this goes. Personally, I really think Top Shot is done. I'm still using it. I'm still in it. I did a video last night about it, and what I suspect was manipulation. I really suspect that they're going to get a lawsuit soon. I know there's already several lawsuits, class action lawsuits against them because of the Know Your Customer delays they put on people back in January, February, March. But I don't know. So I'll be watching Top Shot. In fact, if you're in the NFTs, I follow a guy named Rich Buddy on YouTube. He's going to be doing the legendary drop today. He's also been doing the gold packs today. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the NFT world. I'm sorry to talk about NFTs, but I do want to just get this in. Also today, Panini's dropping their gold packs NFTs, which are NFTs numbered to 10. And they've got a bunch of cool stuff coming out in challenges. They have a color blast. I'm just super excited about that. So if you want to follow me on the NFTs, check out Panini NFTs. That's my YouTube channel, and I'm putting out more content on that. The days of grading and flipping a $2 card or 100 are over. Yep. It has to change. You're looking for compounding profits based on that is so well put, Natsman. So well put. In fact, I will mention that Ryan from Card Collector 2 was talking to Sasha, and that's one thing he said. He said that people who think you have to come into sports cards to make 100% or 200% return, those days are probably gone. Where you make your returns, if you can make 10% a week, you're doing well, which is not a hard thing to do, right? And he's talking a week, like $100 card, sell it and net the 110. Take the 110, buy something else, sell it for 121, sell it 133, right? And you can continue to compound and build this week over week and build that what's that called, that bankroll. So I do agree that you got to get back to fundamentals. In fact, Sports Card Radio, I believe, another channel I talk about all the time, is this hustle in sports card is a grind, but it's a rewarding grind because it's fun. People enjoy the cards and there is profit, right? But you don't have to be greedy. You don't have to get the maximum profit from everybody. You can make some money. It's your choice, right? And it's fun, and you can learn. Well, I think that's all I'm going to cover today. Unless there's any comments or questions, I want you guys to get back out there, enjoy Thursday, enjoy the National. If you see anything, hear anything, please comment. Let me know. I'd love to follow it. I got a lot of stuff to follow up on. I know there's a lot of good comments coming in this week about some stuff. It's Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow, Friday morning, 8:30. We'll be talking more about the National, what's going on, what did we learn? Will PSA be up? Will PSA change their prices? You need to at least make back your grading fees, yeah, and that's hard to do. And I got some PSA slabs that came back recently. They were like 7s and 8s on modern cards. I'm like, that's just evil. How do you get a 7 and 8 on a modern card? I'll say this. I used to never get 7 and 8s on modern back in the day. I'd get 9s and 10s. It was like either 9 or you 10. Now with modern, you can get a 10, but you can equally get a 7, right? You can get a 7 or a 10, and then a lot of 9s, which I think, again, is brutal. Guys, have a great day. Thank you very much for your support. Really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment, and treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the golden rule.